remember the first time somebody asked me, it was a counselor, her name was Counselor Hood, and I was still in the pen, and she said to me, by then I'd been in prison for probably 5 or 6 years, and she was a new counselor, and I don't remember what I was asking her to do, but it was just, some standard thing, and she asked me, are you a convict or an inmate? And my response was, I'm an American. And that's what I want you to think about. What are you? Because if you're in prison, if you're going through this system, you are going to have many people that try to put labels on you. They're not going to try. They will put labels on you. You're a convict. You're a convicted felon. You're an inmate. You're a criminal, right? You're a scumbag. You are a liar. You are, that's just what you will be perceived as in that system. But what somebody else's definition of you is not necessarily what your definition is of yourself. You are a son or a daughter, a husband or a wife. You are a mother or a father. You are an American citizen or a citizen of some other nation. You are a child of God. You are a human being. And you've got to fight for that common humanity that we all share when you are wearing or walking around with one of these. Because when you're wearing one of these in this system, there are going to be many people that refer to you as a criminal or as something that I don't want you to be referred to as. That's why you see very, very rarely do I use the word prisoner or inmate. I try to just switch it as you're people, you're human beings. And I want you to have a fulfilling life as a contributing citizen, living with dignity. And that's why I talk a lot about, a growth mindset, which is the topic of lesson number 29. So I'll turn to it right now. So at Prison Professors, remember, we strive to teach people how to teach themselves. And in lesson 29 of our course, we're talking about a growth mindset. So word of the day is growth mindset. It's the belief that abilities and intelligence can be developed through dedication, effort, and learning. It emphasizes the power of resilience, embracing challenges, and seeking opportunities for growth. So here is the lesson content for today. People in prison need a growth mindset. It can help us understand that we can improve through dedication and effort. When living in a prison setting, we must embrace challenges, persist in the face of setbacks, and seek opportunities for growth and learning. While growing through my sentence, Thomas Edison, who invented the electric light bulb, inspired me. He is famous for saying, "I have not failed. I have just found 10,000 ways that won't work." His words reflect an extraordinary mindset. He didn't see setbacks and failures as signs of defeat. They were stepping stones on his path to success. Edison's perseverance and willingness to learn from each attempt ultimately led to his groundbreaking invention. Embracing a growth mindset can transform the way we approach challenges and setbacks. It involves understanding that setbacks are not indicative of our intelligence or worth, but rather opportunities for learning and improvement. With a growth mindset, we become more resilient, adaptable, and open to new possibilities. Although I had to climb through a 45-year sentence, leaders like Thomas Edison helped me prepare for the journey and to emerge successfully. Understanding the concept of a growth mindset is essential for personal development. Belief in development. A growth mindset starts with believing we can develop our abilities through effort and learning. It challenges the notion that intelligence or talent is fixed and encourages individuals to view their potential as limitless. By embracing this belief, we become more motivated to pursue growth and strive for improvement. Embracing challenges. Having a growth mindset means actively seeking out challenges and seeing them as opportunities for growth. Instead of avoiding difficulties, individuals with a growth mindset embrace them. knowing that challenges provide valuable experiences and avenues for learning. They understand that effort and perseverance are necessary to overcome obstacles. Persistence and resilience. A growth mindset encourages us to persist despite setbacks and failures. Rather than being discouraged by setbacks, individuals with a growth mindset view them as temporary setbacks and opportunities to learn, adjust, and try again. This resilience helps individuals bounce back stronger and continue their journey toward personal growth. Learning from feedback. Instead of feeling threatened or defensive, we welcome feedback, even if it's critical. Feedback provides insights and areas for development. We should use feedback as a guide to refine our skills and make progress. Cultivating a passion for learning. A growth mindset fosters a love for learning and continuous improvement. It encourages individuals to explore new ideas, expand their knowledge, and seek new experiences. By nurturing a passion for learning, individuals with a growth mindset stay curious and engaged, continually pushing their boundaries. Cultivating a growth mindset involves specific strategies. Embrace challenges. Seek out opportunities to challenge yourself and step outside your comfort zone. Embrace tasks that may seem difficult initially, knowing they offer growth chances. Practice positive self-talk. Challenge negative self-talk and replace it with positive and encouraging statements. Remind yourself that you can learn and improve with effort. Set goals. Set specific and realistic goals that stretch your abilities. Break them down into manageable steps and celebrate milestones along the way. Learn from failures. View failures as learning experiences rather than personal shortcomings. Analyze what went wrong, identify lessons, and use them to adjust your approach and improve. Seek feedback. Actively seek feedback from others and be open to constructive criticism. Use feedback. Here's a section with a series of self-directed questions and activities to accompany the lesson on the importance of having a growth mindset. First, how would you describe your current mindset? Do you tend to have a growth or fixed mindset in different areas of your life? What situations or challenges trigger a fixed mindset for you? How do you typically respond in those situations? So here's your activity. Create a growth mindset journal where you can reflect on your experiences, challenges, and progress. Take a few minutes each day to write about a situation or encounter where you applied a growth mindset. Describe how you approached the situation, what you learned, and how you plan to continue growing in that area. Interview with a growth mindset role model. Identify someone who embodies a growth mindset, such as a successful entrepreneur, athlete, or artist. Research their journey and accomplishments, and if possible, arrange an interview or find existing interviews or articles about them. Take note of their mindset and how they approach challenges and the strategies they use to foster growth. Reflect on what you can learn from their example and how you can apply those insights to your life. And then there's a visualization exercise. Find a quiet and comfortable space where you can relax. Close your eyes and visualize yourself fully embracing a growth mindset. Imagine approaching challenges with enthusiasm and resilience, seeking out opportunities for growth, and celebrating your progress along the way. Engage all your senses to make the visualization vivid and powerful. Afterward, journal about your experience and the emotions it evoked. Now, as I try to remember to do all the time, I'm going down there so that you can see our address. Sometimes I forget, so I hope you can find it here. If you want to write to us, it's at Prison Professors or 32565 Golden Lantern, Suite B1026 in sunny Dana Point, California, 92629. But if you want to join our community and be a part of our advocacy initiatives where we're working to improve outcomes for all, including BRING programs such as the work release program and furloughs and expanded access to commutations and compassionate release and executive clemency, and ultimately the reinstatement of the U.S. Parole Commission, then send us an email at interns@prisonprofessorstalent.com. We'd love to build a profile that really highlights how you are architecting an extraordinary and compelling release plan. Remember, the onus is on all of us to show we are not just prisoners. We are not just inmates. We are not just criminals. We are people that don't have a fixed mindset stuck in one way, but rather we are people who work toward becoming more. We are people that work toward reconciling with society and making amends and living a life as a contributing citizen. And we've got to follow the path of leaders. I remember reading a biography on Elon Musk, because that's just what got me through prison, is reading about leaders. And in the Elon Musk biography, there's a story of when he first immigrated from South Africa to Canada, and he was a student, and he and his brother, Kimball, I think is his name, took it upon themselves, evidence of a growth mindset, to write to 100 influential people, or maybe it was more than 100, and just trying to schedule a lunch date with them because they just wanted to interview them and pick their brain and learn from them. I love that exercise. That exercise, if you read my book, right, if you read Earning Freedom, you will see that exercise of writing unsolicited letters opened a number of opportunities for me. Opportunities that led to, me getting into school, me finding university professors to come and mentor me and become my role models. It led to developing business opportunities even while I was in prison. It led to me getting married in prison, which led to me really sowing the seeds for success upon release. And that's the same thing that happened for Elon Musk. By writing unsolicited letters, he finally got on the calendar of the CEO of the Bank of Nova Scotia, which led to an internship at the bank. And that internship meant that he could learn about an entire new industry, which he eventually disrupted when he founded X, which later became or merged with PayPal, and really gave him his first super successful exit and launched a series of other enormously successful ventures like Tesla and SpaceX and the Hyperloop and so many other ventures. So I learn from leaders. They all have a growth mindset. I am always trying to practice those same exercises that I just described to you. It's my way of showing I never ask anyone to do anything I didn't do. I'm hoping that you will work on developing a growth mindset because I'm very confident it will be helpful to you in your preparation for success after prison. And again, I just want to thank all the teachers that allow us to come into your institutions, the wardens, the Bureau of Prisons, the California Department of Corrections, other agencies that bring us in, Edovo. And if you haven't checked out the premium products on Edovo, I encourage you to do so. I also encourage you to visit Prison Professors or have your family, because we're always trying to provide more resources to help people help themselves. I'm Michael Santos, founder of Prison Professors. I believe in you.